Good news for your Super Bowl pick. I don't think they're getting there, but hey, it certainly could make you optimistic. The Baltimore Ravens came out and won an instant classic last night. And it was oh my God. You know, it reminded me kind of was that Rams Chiefs?
That was in
LA.
A
few years ago. Yep. It was
you
like
remember
54, 52 or something like that, whatever the final score was. But yeah.
That was the night I thought that Patrick Mahomes gave up the MVP. Do you remember? He had 5 picks.
Interceptions.
He had 5 picks in that game. You know, I don't know how many. He might have had 4 or 5 touchdowns, Chris, but he had 5 picks, and he still.
So that would have been last year then.
No, he didn't win the MVP last year. 2 years
No, I
ago.
know. So he won it. So he won it despite those 5 picks. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That was the year I thought that hurt to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
But great game, tremendous game, and Lamar Jackson, heroic. Everybody knows that. I'll recap it really quickly, but he left the game with cramping, according to him. Rob Parker and others think he had to use the bathroom, but he was gone for a while. It wouldn't have taken that long.
Anticipation, Chris. Sometimes it ain't as easy as you think.
I mean, he had to get back to the field. Whatever the case.
Maybe he didn't have a bran muffin for breakfast. But anyway, it took a while.
His backup, Trace McSorley, gets hurt, and Lamar sprints back on the field, and 4th and 5, Rob, and throws what at that point seemed like the game-winning touchdown.
Unbelievable, Chris.
It was
unbelievable. Like, you think to yourself, okay, I can't throw this because if it's incomplete, game's over. We lose. I could run.
He had no choice.
No, I'm just saying, and get 5 yards or try to get there. Okay. I'm just saying, like, he was fearless. That was the correct play, Chris, once the receiver broke open.
Well, the dude was wide open.
No,
I'm not taking anything away from him, but yeah.
But that was that.
But you're
right.
He could have ran. He could have ran for the first down and a little more. But yeah, he made a great play. And then Baker Mayfield, to his credit, comes down, marches them down for a game-tying touchdown in like 40-some-odd seconds. And then Lamar comes back, marches Baltimore for a game-winning field goal.
A 55-yarder.
So props to Lamar. Yeah, that dude is a great kicker. Some think the best ever. Not just the best right now, but the best ever. But anyway, you have some strong feelings on this. Obviously, you put Baltimore with their horrendous record. Where are they now? 7-8-5? 8-5? Is that what they are?
Yeah, the same as Tampa Bay, the team you think is going to the Super Bowl.
Well, that you think Baltimore's going to the Super Bowl.
No, but but you're saying their horrendous record, but that's the record that Tom Brady and the Bucs
Horrendous
have.
is an overstatement.
Okay, so you were trying to be cute, and I caught you. So back off. And
I'm
yes,
always cute.
No, you ain't always cute. There are ugly kids, too. You know, every kid ain't cute.
All right, go ahead and speak your piece. I know you're all excited. You spent the night in the garage. You needed baby oil and all that stuff you talking about.
TMI. But last night, I wrote a column, Chris, going into that game for Deadspin, saying that Lamar had a chance to silence his critics. And he did last night. I don't care what anybody said. You can say, well, we got to wait till the playoffs. No, we're in the regular season now. Their season was on the line. And they needed him to come through like the MVP, the unanimous MVP he is. And he showed up on the road against a 9-3 team that had been beating everybody.
Oh, gosh. Now they're...
Chris, can you be quiet?
That had been beating everybody. Oh, now all of a sudden the Browns are this great team.
All right. And they came.
Whatever fits your narrative.
And they came on the road to win that big game. And he had a very good game, both with running the football and making the throws that he needed to and moving the team down. Other than the time, Chris, in the last 2 drives that he spiked the ball, he was 5 for 5. He made all the passes that he needed. And people can say whatever they want. They were writing him off. They want Kyler Murray. They want Tua. They want anybody but this guy. This guy is dangerous. And when this team plays, and obviously their defense gave up a lot.
Yeah, don't forget that.
I know that, but he's still on a night. This is when we talk about great players, Chris. You don't always have everything working for you. those are the nights you need that great player to do more, to carry you across all right? He's going to pick up the defense, right? Not once, but twice. Pick up the defense because they're not there tonight. That's a great player because everything's not going to always be working, and you have to elevate yourself. When he throws that touchdown, people are like, what? I mean, it's just what's easier for him to try to run and get 5 yards or whatever it is and leave it at that and not take a chance. He was open. He made the play. And even after that, they could have been like, okay, Baker Mayfield and them, they come back down. Oh, man, what a downer. That's it. And no, what does he do? He leads them down the field again for the field goal. All I'm saying is, yes. Does he have things to prove in the postseason? Yes, we get it. But for right here, for right now, the way he's been talked about, dogged, downgraded, disrespected, where people act like he's dog meat and dog food because things haven't been the same. And you can use it as excuses, whatever you want, with all the injuries, the offensive line. They don't run the ball like they used to. They're getting better the last couple of weeks. But it's been a struggle. And mark my words, if they can get healthy and continue to play on this path, they're going to be dangerous. They're going to be a dangerous out because we saw some of that last night in a must-win when you really needed to have it. And my hat's off to him because there were plenty of opportunities for him to not come through and for their season to be over. I told you, Chris, last night, them winning that game last night, the chances of them going to the playoffs are now 84%. Had they lost, it would have been 37%. That is as big of a regular season game as we've seen.
Let me ask you a question, because you started this by saying Lamar Jackson silenced his critics. If Baltimore gets to the playoffs and loses their first game, will his critics be ripping him?
I don't know. Did the defense give up 40 points? I don't know how.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Because last year
Chris.
we had 500 some odd yards total, and he got ripped because they lost.
No, if
so
their defense.
Stop it with the madness.
I'm not buying that.
You had your 7 minutes.
Well, now you can give them a bad 5 minutes.
No,
Go ahead.
Lamar Jackson played great. It was a great performance. It was heroic. It was a Hollywood script that people would not have believed happened. It was storybook. I'm happy for the young man. But for you to get up here and say he silenced his critics is just flat out erroneous.
No, it's not.
Because his critics are saying, can he win in the playoffs?
No, but we're not in the playoffs.
Can he be great in the regular season?
We're not in the playoffs. They were ripping them this year.
You overstate. To fit your narrative, you overstated dog food. Nobody was saying that. All they were saying is he hasn't been as good this year as he was last year. No one thought he wasn't dangerous. You had to be out of your gourd to think Lamar Jackson's not dangerous. All people were doing was observing and stating the obvious. He has not been as good, nor has that team, as they were last year.
Chris, you said you would pick Kyler Murray.
Picking on him. They're not picking on him. They're saying they're not the same team, and they're not. And beating the Cleveland Browns, who every chance you get, you poo-poo, because, who they beating? I'm big on that, except when we're talking about Green Bay. I'm big on who you beating. What winning teams have you done it against? Now, all of a sudden, they're world beaters. Will you stop it? Keep it in perspective. I'm with you that Lamar was great, as I was with you that Giannis that was a great move for him to stay in Milwaukee. But you take it too far. You overstate it. You blow it out of proportion. You make a mountain out of a molehill.
Any more cliches?
You slow down, Rob Parker? You might get trashed 5 times tonight on Trash Talking Tuesday.
People know that I'm that guy who's going to put it in perspective for you so you can follow and understand what has happened. You watch the game,
in perspective.
And sometimes you're not sure what you just watched. These were the Chris Broussards last night who said they would take Kyler Murray over this guy. All those people, where are those people today?
Going forward, I'm still saying
Kyler Murray 6-5, barely in the playoff lives.
The rest of the squad that Baltimore has?
No, but I'm talking about all the injuries that Baltimore's had most of the season. You talk to most NFL executives and people, they identify and recognize what the Ravens are not the same team because they've lost a lot of people. Okay, that's just fact. That ain't making an excuse. All I'm telling you is I would take Lamar Jackson over Kyler Murray every single day of the week.
That's fine.
Not even close.
It's fine. That's not like a going out on a limb. There are a lot of people that would do that, and there are a lot of people that would take Kyler. I mean, you act like that's some huge insult.
It is an insult to a guy with a unanimous MVP.
Man, Matt Ryan was a freaking MVP.
He was not unanimous.
Was an MVP.
He was not unanimous.
Does it say unanimous on the trophy?
Only
no,
two. Yes, it does.
MVP.
Only 2 players have ever done it. 2.
So what?
And one guy cheated. So that tells you about how great.
He was great. Has anyone said he wasn't great last year? Don't get your panties in a bunch. I mean, they're all bunched up. My gosh.